Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It is Selene. I am so happy to be here with you today. I got caught up over the weekend. Brian and Alexis helped me stuff packets, and it was for a good majority of the weekend. I did a team meeting on Sunday, and we stuffed all of the club packets. And if you're in Stamp Club, and that's you, Tracy Gardner, because I know you were looking for me at 3 o'clock, um, I mailed everything early so that you would have it ahead of the holiday. Last month, I think it took a couple extra days for things to get to people, and they were ready, so I mailed them. Cheers. Happy Facebook Tuesday. Happy YouTube Tuesday. If you're joining me from anywhere, please check in and say hello. I am waiting to see your comments. So I have a bit of a surprise for you guys today. Because my family were so awesome and helped me catch up, I designed an entire class for you guys today. So I'm going to share it on Facebook Live and on YouTube Live. And if you want to get pre-cut packet and a PDF in your inbox, you would place an order of $75 or more. And that's it. That's the special. I'll also tell you that tomorrow, Stampin' Up! Is going to have a last chance list. So they're going to discount last chance products. And there are 2 new kits going live. So you can double dip with this offer, and this offer ends on April 2nd. So it's a quick flash class. I'll cut for it Thursday or Friday when I know how many people. And I will mail it out Friday or Saturday, probably before Easter. So let's take a look at the stamp set. Notes of Spring stamp set is the product of the month. Now, some of you may have already gotten the product of the month, and if you did, that's fantastic. If you didn't, you can purchase it for $5 when you place a $75 order. So today's workshop is to help support that. I got this stamp set and I played with it at retreat, and I had so much fun with the elements. I knew that I wanted to do a class, although I was quite behind. So in catching up, yeah, here I am. So welcome everybody. And again, if you're here, please just say hey and let me know that you're here. I can't see, I can see reactions a little bit, but I can really see your comments. So that would really help me. Anyway, these are the 4 ink pads that I used to go with this class. Crumb Cake, Darling Duckling, Mossy Meadow, and Early Espresso. Although it doesn't look like crumb cake, it looks like Pool Party. It's definitely a crumb cake ink pad. It is matching the Beauty something or other. I put it in the description of the video just up top. So if you want to know what designer series paper it is, there's even links to the store so you can go take a look. Brushed with Beauty, I think it is. It's very pretty. I'll tell you that. And I had a lot of fun designing with it. So here is the first project. And it's very simple, and I didn't have time to tie bows because I designed this class absolutely on the fly. So I got my little bow maker here so we can tie a bow as we need it. So there is a bow on this one. I did manage to get all the pieces cut before I jumped online. So I designed it. I jumped in the shower because I have club starting at 5, and then we have another group at 6:30. So I'll be working into the night, and I was up at 5. Go figure. Hey, Donna. Thanks for saying hello. It's nice to know I'm not in this box by myself. All right. So here is just a tied bow that I would, if you decide to make your order in my store, and the links are up above in the video, for $75, you can add this set on for $5. And I would send you the PDF for the 4 cards. I'll also send you, I am part of a Project of the Month tutorial group with 12 other demonstrators, and our tutorial is done. So as soon as I send that out to the masses, you would get that as well. So what I did was I took a 4.5 by 3-inch piece of that brushed Beauty Designer Series paper. I hope I'm saying the right thing, but honestly, it is in the description. So I cleaned the table so well, I don't know where anything is. Where's my toolkit? Bring it all back in, Selene. Okay. So I'm going to take this piece of paper, my card opens the right way, and I'm going to stick it on either side. So I'm going to do, I call it the church window. It's when you have 3 pieces of paper with a gap in the middle to start to frame up a card. This card stamp set makes such quick and easy, beautiful cards. I definitely wanted to do a class with it. And I don't know why I haven't been doing classes with the product of the month. I think that moving forward, I will try to do a class like on the fly once a month with it, because some of these products are great. This stamp set, I'm sad it didn't make the big book. I'd like to see it in the main catalog, but you can't beat getting it for $5. So it's definitely a perk. And then this comes out of the Stylish Shapes. Hey, from Virginia. Nice to see you. And Sharon Stevenson. Nice to see you again. I saw you last night on Zoom. We do a Zoom every Monday night. So this is the largest circle, I believe, in the Stylish Shapes. And it's going to frame up this. So this die came from a different die set, Everyday Essentials, but it doesn't matter. You don't necessarily need it because I will be cutting the die cut pieces for you and mailing that out. So I've got Early Espresso ink pad here, and I need to find my dear pieces. Oh dear. I'm going to do the happy birthday first so that I know where to put it. Sorry, I'm outside the frame. So here we go. Happiest birthday all the way at the bottom of that banner. And then we have, oh dear, this cute little deer. I just want to put him sitting by a brook somewhere. He's so cute. I can't even. Okay. And then I've been using this piece of Early Espresso to stamp off on my pieces. So this stamp set for all the images has a second stamp that you can stamp inside. We're going to do that for some of them, and then for others we're going to just have some fun. So, you know, my kind of fun. I want to be coloring and all of that. So where is he? Ah, he's right here. So I'm going to ink up with crumb cake. And I'm going to use this Early Espresso piece that I'll probably put on a card at some point in between the layers. But I'm just using it to stamp off. And you notice I left it on there for a good bit. I really want to get a lot of that ink off and just stamp him on top. Nice and easy. Isn't that pretty? So there's 2 ways you can put the bow on. You can use a glue dot and ball it up, or I have my liquid glue right here on the table. It's funny because I'm not demonstrating these in the order that I intended to stuff the packets, but I haven't stuffed the packets yet. Again, like I'll see how many orders come through and I will just cut for the people who put in an order for my special. And it's going to be fairly easy because you have your last chance list tomorrow for products that'll be discounted. And then you have 2 new kits. And I can't wait to see what we've got this month. I'm kind of hoping we get something beachy. I'm running low on beachy kits for my retreat store. I use kits a lot in my day-to-day. Speaking of, a week from Sunday, if you're local, sorry, I'm swaying a little in the breeze there. I am doing a very special social couple of hours at River's Edge in Methuen. So It's $40 and you come in and I will have a variety of card classes available. Most of the classes are between 8 and 9 cards. They're easy to put together. It's a social event. All of the kits have a scannable QR code on the back, and you can scan and watch a video to create your cards. It includes one drink. You just go up to the server or to the bar and you tell them what you want, and it includes a drink. And it is a crafty afternoon and girls hang out. So if you're local to Dracut or Methuen and you've got questions about it, please pop me a message and we can jump on and chat. I'm excited. I've got a few friends coming. I can't wait to catch up. I've got some experienced crafters, and then I've got some newbies, which is exciting. I'm sorry, I'm peeling dimensionals over here. How do I love thee? I will use all my dimensionals on one card. Yes. I know, it looks excessive. I'm not going to peel that one because it's being fussy. It's chilly out here and my hands aren't working. That's okay, though. You really only need the outside 4 to be kind of... I'm going to go this way so I can see what I'm doing because I'm a little further away from the table than I normally am. Just going to center that up and put it over that big circle. Isn't that pretty? So there's the finished card. I didn't put any bling on these, but before I do the kits, I will include some sort of bling. Leah, the only thing that you might want to bring is a pair of scissors and maybe your own adhesives if you have them. But no, I supply everything that you need otherwise. You know, they give you all the things that you need in the box, but you might prefer your own tape runner, and you know, because sometimes people get frustrated with, you know, the glue dots or whatever. So, but yeah, no, I'd love to see you. It's been a while. Been a hot minute. Okay. And it's just nice to get out of the house, you know, get together. It'd be great to see you. Wow, it's been a while. I know I just said that, but I mean it. Anyway, and the cool thing is I'll have a selection of kits. I don't want to necessarily show you the kits because if you fall in love with one, there's one in particular I only have 7 of. So if you come to the event and you want that specific one, and there are 7 people that take one, then I won't have any more of that one. It is simply sold out, but I have hundreds of kits ready to go, and I've got a huge variety, so you can pick from one of them, and they're all really cool. So it's going to be a fun time. My daughter Alexis is already talking about getting her mocktail. She is 21, but she doesn't particularly care for alcohol, so she is going to oh, I didn't show you the card. That's helpful. She will get her frozen strawberry, you know, thingamabob. I wish you were local too, Mary. Mary flew all the way from Colorado to Maine to be at our retreat, and boy, I'd love to have her there every time. June is filling up. We already have 25 people coming to a midweek retreat. Can you believe it? You guys kind of like retreat. It is the best one, I think, out of the year because you get a whole extra day of crop time. And we always try to do experiences. So I have a couple of people lined up for some things that I haven't done before. And there'll be optional classes, potentially in yoga and charcuterie boards. So something for everybody. Okay, so I've got my 3 layers together here, and I die cut this again out of that same layer. So that's what you would get in the mail if you qualify for the kit by placing a $75 order in my store. It just as a thank you. It's nice to, you know. And this stamp set for $5 is such a deal. Okay, so now remember I said I need to tie bows. Well, guess what? I need to tie a bow. I think I put ribbon on every single one of these. So the ribbon would be in your kit already, and I would have tied your bows because I do that. Those of you that are in club know all about my bow tying. I'm super excited for club this week. We've got 2 fun folds that I haven't done before. They're like column cards. And then I will have a couple of extras in my PDF store and my past class store after the event this week. All right, so I got my bow tied, Bodini. Thank you, Alexis, for my bow maker. My daughter makes those. All right, so now we want our, boy, I really am out of order. I made this one last. Doesn't matter. It'll be fun. I'll try and put them in the card packets the way that I'm stamping them today, though, just to keep it simple if you're getting the kit. So to make this easier, I'm going to stamp the thanks first. And look at me crooked on the block. I usually prefer, if you're in a class with me, to put it straight on the block. And then I'm going to come all the way to the bottom of that circle so I have room for my bunny. Leah, it's been a long time. I wonder, you probably don't even have a Wink Stella. Woo, I'll have to make sure I bring a little store too if you do that day. Wink Stella, I put this stuff on everything, and we're going to use it to watercolor this little bunny. Here, I put it behind my computer. Okay, so first thing, you may not be seeing it. Hang on, let me grab. This is my light smoky slate blends marker. I use my blends marker, my smoky slate, whenever I'm covering a critter that I want to look like he has ground under him. So I'm going to zoom in here and show you my ink splotch, the color first. Okay. And then I'm going to use my blends marker, and actually I'm going to use the skinny side just to add a line of shadow under him. So now he looks like he's standing on the ground. He's no longer floating in midair. And just that little bit of shadow makes such a difference when you're coloring. So Wink Stella, I put this stuff on everything, but Leah, if you've been watching, you probably know that. This is the stuff. It is my favorite. You can use it to move color like a blender pen, but it adds sparkle to your project at the same time. It doesn't come off on your hands, and it doesn't behave like glitter bombs, that you'll be picking up. When we did the floor over in my studio, there was about 10 pounds of glitter in between the floorboards. It's not like that. It stays on your project and doesn't flake off. So it is my favorite glitter tool. And pretty soon we're going to have glitter brushes in the new in colors when they come out. It's like Wink Stella with paint. But I can color with any color using Wink Stella, so I don't necessarily need a glitter brush out of the gate. We got to try them at on stage. For those of you that are, and it's not even in pre-order, we can't order that, but we can order the majority of the new catalog now as demonstrators. And I have a couple of people who sign up to be a demonstrator just because they want to pre-order stuff before the general public and not have it sell out on them. So if that's been a frustration point, talk to me about getting your own discount. And we can help you build a kit, and your kit can be out of the new catalog. But of course, it has to be items that are available. There's a few things that aren't available. All right, so get rid of the trash, and then I'm going to flip this over. And it's fun how just circles and squares. I love layering these up. I was at retreat, and I misplaced a few of these dies a few months ago, and I just found them actually right after a retreat. And so now I feel like it's time to use them again. It's one of those staples that you always use because it's got all of the shapes. The only one that wasn't in this set for this class was this banner. That was in a different one. So far we've done the one where we can stamp in it, and then I really like this look for this stamp set too. So you don't necessarily have to fill it in, but it is quite the easy button if you don't want to have to color. So I like to color, so I tend to err on the side of that. But you can go either way. Okay. So that's my second card. I'll have to remember this order. Like I said, I didn't do them this way. So I'll put them in order that way, so I remember what I'm doing when I write the directions, because I have not written the directions yet. This is so fresh off the presses. I didn't even write them up yet. How cute is this? Ugh, I guess I'm zoomed out a little too much, huh? That's all right. So adorable. There's a lot going on here, though. Let's jump in. Oh, Sharon, we would love to have you. And Laurie, I'm so excited. Yeah, this is gonna be epic. We always have such a good time. I get all sorts of new things we haven't done before. And that's the thing with the summer retreat. We always do new things. So we've painted on wine glasses. We've done sea glass jewelry. We've done all sorts of things at retreat, but this time it'll be new again. All right, so especially for you. Ta-da! And my duck. When Alexis was little, she had a thing for ducks. I mean, bad. So we would go to Disney World and we'd spend all the money to take her to the happiest place on earth, and she didn't want to go on any of the rides. She wanted to go feed the ducks. That was her. All right, so I'm going to get my Early Espresso ink pad. Life always gets in the way. I agree, Tracy. I'm excited that you got a box in the mail, though. Those projects were epic. I've never done anything quite like that one. You know what? I'm a little crooked, so I'm just going to come back and stamp one under my nose, because like I said, maybe if I zoom out a little, I can do it in camera. You can see my messy table. I just want to get it more towards the middle. It'll look better. Here we go. Like it didn't happen. You know, if you do make a mistake when you're stamping, it's no big deal, but it's always good to just grab another piece of paper and make it look nice, you know? It's worth the extra effort. Okay. I wanted to tell you also, I was going to use this image, and I was going to put it like Flora at his feet, but then I'd be covering up half of his body, so I didn't do it. But that's how I would use him. So what did we do on the last one? We made a little shadow. You probably want to see that closer, huh? Whoop. Getting jumpy there. So I'm going to take that Smoky Slate Light Blends. And if you have the old marker, you could use that. If you have ink pad and blender pen, you can add it that way. It's just a little color, so he looks like he's standing there. He's grounded now. Gravity won't catch up to him so fast. Okie doke. So I have one of my dimensional sheets here, and you're probably going to think I'm crazy. Well, you probably know I am. It's all good. I'm going to take these glue dots. I used them, so I have a little bit of runway here. And I'm going to take some crumb cake and put it on my glue dot thing. And we're going to color with it. So you can see I did this before earlier today. But this one's crumb cake, so I'm just going to go in and grab a little bit. And we're going to color the caboose first. Okay. So now I'm going to push the crumb cake over a little bit. I'm just making paint palettes. I could use a plastic bag and smush my ink pad to it, but I really don't need all that much. So this is working. I'm just going to take a little bit of my and smush again. It's fine. I'm just going to toss it when I'm done, so there's no reason to worry about it. And while I've got it, I'm just going to go and make little paint palettes with all my colors here. This is Mossy Meadow. I haven't hit a glue dot yet either. I planned that out right. Woo! It's all fun and games until it's all over your hands, though. I'm doing fine. It's all good. Oh, there's a glue dot. That's all right. We'll stick them over here for now. I just want the paper. Oh, Pam, I'm so glad. I had an email today from somebody that they didn't get the video and the directions, but I think they did, but I resent them. If you have questions, let me know. There's a series of 5 videos in that box. It's pretty awesome. All right, so I've got my espresso on this little paint swatch here, so that's the next color I'm going into. I want to make like a male duck. Do you ever notice? It's so funny because like male ducks are beautiful. Like they're usually very pretty. God knew what he was doing, I guess, for the female ducks, because they're so sparkly and like I'd say handsome, but they're beautiful. They're I don't know. All right. Anybody know what you call a male duck? I don't know off the top of my head. But I'm going to draw a line right there in the sand so that I don't go past that line on his neck. And we're going to leave a little break in the action there. So I am picking up the ink from the ink pad and coloring with the Wink of Stella to finish my little duck, my little ducky, until you guys tell me what it's called, and then I can call it that. A male duck. You guys probably know. But that's why it's on the fly. If I can't come up with words, we're all better together. Somebody's going to Google it and let me know. Oh, goodness gracious. So I am just extending the line. So I started with crumb cake. I wanted 2 different colors of brown here. So we've got kind of that separation that you sometimes see on a ducky. And I'm going to use this scratch paper again to clean in between. Just get the color off. And then I'm going to do his head. So he's going to have one of those green toppers. And I don't want it to be too dark to start. You can always put more. But if you start too dark, you're all done. It's kind of like when you have a haircut and you cut too much. Can't put it back. Got to wait for it to grow. So just do a little until you get your hang of it. And then you can blend, blend, blend. The first time I did this technique was my daughter Alexis saying, "Mom, why don't we wink a watercolor?" A drake. Thank you, Leah. A drake duck. So I left the little band in his neck and I just did it by not coloring it. And now we're watercoloring with Wink of Stella. So it's very sparkly on his beak. My goodness. Such a pretty duck. So the last card actually doesn't do this technique. It was the first card I designed. So I'm going to dump my paint palettes in the trash now. And I don't have to worry about it getting all over me. I feel like I need a round of applause. Oh, I can do that. There we go. So here we go. I'm going to take this and I'm going to just make a mountain out of a molehill. So I've got my my hill first. And then I'm going to hold that and then you come up on the bottom and I'm going to make valleys on the ends. So I got that kind of prepped and ready to go. He looks kind of cute just like that, doesn't he? Cool, cool. All right. So what's next? So this is two-tone cardstock. And when I was designing, I was originally going to hold the card this way, which means when I embossed it this way, but in the packages, it'll be going this way because I changed and went this orientation. So you can take a nail file, a sanding block, anything that you have and rough this up. Maybe you have sandpaper, that's fine. But because it's two-tone, it's got a white core, and that adds so much detail to this. I just love the new two-tone. And if you flip it over on the other side, obviously you'd be sanding the debossed side if you wanted to do the other side, but I'm using the darker side for the contrast. So this is 5 by 3 3/4, and I am going to attach it to my 5 1/8 by 3 7/8 inch early espresso. Again, all the measurements would be in the PDF, free with a 75. And when you reach the $75 threshold, you can add this stamp set for just $5 in your cart. I know I probably said that a couple times, but in case people are just joining in, I figured I'd do that while I'm blah, blah, blahing. Okay, so I'm going to attach this to my card base then. How many people use liquid glue? This is my method for liquid glue. You use a lot less. It doesn't smush out the sides because my dots are very thin. If you put this adhesive on and you let it dry and it dries clear, it's temporary. But if you put it on while it's white, it's a permanent adhesive. We use it for putting boxes together. It's super uber sticky, and it's fairly inexpensive over tape runner. The right tool for the right job. I'm going to just put a tiny little banner in this by taking the tip of my snips and cutting. I want to make a short little fat banner without like taking too much, because it's going to go all the way edge to edge on our card like that. So you cut up the middle and then you cut to it, and I did cut a little crooked, so let's go again. Okay. Yeah, the dot method really helps a lot, Tracy. I get that. I think people really don't like it if they use too much, and that's the trick in itself, is just to use a tiny little bit. I do like to show it, and it depends. Like, I'm not in a rush today, even though I have a house full of people coming, but I'm just taking my time. I had so much fun today just crafting. It was great. I don't often get the opportunity to just craft for the sake of crafting, which is why I'm doing the workshop, because I'll be able to prep this later in the week when I see who comes through. It's different to my normal prep. There's 80 of you in club, so that's a little hairy. 8 projects a piece. This is like a cakewalk. You're only making 4 cards. All right, so I'm gonna take my ribbon and stick it to the tape runner that I just put down, and I'm gonna come down and go down the line. I call this like the Z or the N. It's inline ribbon. So because I'm laying it down in line, it's not going to look messy. I used to see people do that on their card and think, oh, I can do that. And then I just smushed a bunch on, and it looked like I smushed a bunch on, All right, so let's do that circle square thing again. This is fun. I love doing this with stylish shapes. And then our little ducky can go in the middle. He's so sparkly. He does have something to say, doesn't he? It's so funny. All right, I'm going to grab this one. And we'll put dimensionals on the back of that. And that will stick to the ribbon. I got a new clip from my camera last week. Well, it's not even a clip. It's like a big contraption. And I went back to the clip because the clip is so much easier to just do on the fly. But I'm sorry if it's a little shaky because if I hit the cord, then it's moving and swaying. It doesn't do that if I put it in the big fancy contraption thing, but I guess I'm just not fancy. We knew that. It's all good. Oh my gosh. Doesn't this just pop? Hang on. It's just such a fun card. All right. Let me pull back a little so you can see more of my mess. And we'll get that so that we've already done the banner so that it would be on an angle. So now I need my liquid glue again, and I'm just going to put the liquid glue on the valleys. And this time I think I'm going to go at an angle. So you can change this up any which way you want when you get your packet. Like, it's yours. Put it down there. I kind of like it on the yellow. This is Darling Duckling, and I use Darling Duckling on the beak. So, like, you can make it straight or you can make it, cattywampus. Oh, isn't that a good question? It is in the description of the video, and I've already forgotten the name of it because I just, it's the first time I'm playing with it. It's Blossoms. I'll grab it in a second and we can look at it. Let me finish the last card and then I'll go get it. Good question, Mary. So here's my little packet. And this one, I just embossed the card base. So it's a 6x6 embossing folder. I put the whole thing in, and it goes with plate number 4 because it's a 3D folder. And then I just cut some designer paper to go on top. It goes on so fast. It's like almost like cheating. Okay, here we go. And it's so pretty. But I'll grab it in 1 second. It's on the other side of the room and I don't want to make everybody wait. So I've got that first layer down, and notice I usually do 3 sides equal. I am going a little lower than normal for this layout. It's pretty as can be. And then you get this 1/4-inch strip. And again, I'm going to have you cut like a little tiny banner into each end. I love the internet brings us together. I will say sometimes it's challenging, but it's so worth it that I get to be hanging out with you here today. Thank you so much for those of you that take time to come see me and say hello. I am truly appreciative. And it keeps me going. Can you believe I've been doing this 20 years? I sure can't. I guess it's not a secret. I'm only $30,300 from my million in sales in 20 years. So that's pretty crazy to me. And I definitely didn't start out to hit $1 million or anything like that. I started out because I like hanging out with people and I like crafts. This is definitely not something I imagined, or it's definitely not typical, not your typical story. Let's see. All right, so I am putting Wink Estella on that strip to get it to match my ribbon. Are you catching all that glitter? Oh, happiness. This is on the two-tone as well. I love stamping on the new two-tone. If I have a choice on the top layer, I will choose the two-tone paper all day long. So when I did this one, I decided to extend the shadow, but I'm not going to do it for the second card because truth be told, my imagination has gotten away with me and he looks like he's sitting in a puddle. So a puddle of what, you ask? I don't know, but I'm thinking that we should skip that. Too funny. Let's tie a bow on that note. when you get your kit in the mail, if you do place an order, I will have all of these bows tied for you. It's easy enough to do watching TV, and I know that it's helpful. And what's one more bow, you know? I can tie a bow. You know what I should do to fix this one? Maybe I should put that, like, this in there so you can't tell that he's sitting in a puddle. Ah, just saying. It's funny. Okay, we've got, oh, and Mary, I have not only the name of the designer paper up in the thing, but I have like a general supply list of some of the things I used. I don't think I put everything because I was a little bit late, but I designed the whole thing today, so to get it designed and prepped and ready to roll in one day. And I have club coming in 1 hour. So I'll have another few minutes to clean up the table, and then I'll be seeing my clubbers. All right, so I'm inking up in crumb cake now, stamping off. This is just like the first card, but I'm gonna I really want it to be stamped off because I want him to be a little lighter. Sorry if I'm out of the frame. I just want to get it right. Get it right, Selene. Pretty. And I could do the same technique with the Wink of Stella and the watercolor that on this guy. It's a definite great way to do it. Oh, that's the thank you. I want birthday. I need lots of birthday cards all the time, so. Ugh. Here, let me put my finger in the ink pad. I went on this side instead of that side. You guys want a sneak peek of the new ink pads? Let me know in the comments and I'll go get them. Ugh. Yeah, no more brown finger. I do love them. I was nervous when Stampin' Up! Announced that they were going to a different style pad, that they'd be like our older ones. It's a completely different material, and they're awesome with photopolymer. The old style pad were not good with photopolymer, and I think that's why we switched. But now the new ones are even better. I love the closure. They're easy to open. I heard rumors that the black one is hard to open, but I don't have mine yet. When I get it, I will do a unboxing. You know how I like to keep it real. I'll find a way to fix it if it's an issue. Yes, yes, new pads. Okay, let me get this card put together. We'll do the new pads and then I'll show you this paper. Brushed with Beauty, I think it's called. It was part of the March online exclusives. It's so beautiful. Kind of vintage. No leaving gaps. Proper dimensional usage. So funny. So I'm not going to even, I'll give you a little bit of embellishments to put on your cards. Like it'll probably be something metallic or something that matches. But they won't be on the directions either. I'm just going to take the pictures and write the directions tonight before I go to bed, so that it's done. And then when I see your orders come through, I will cut your paper and send them out. Probably Friday or Saturday. We have family coming in for the holiday. I get to see my brother, which is very nice. So all in a week. I have club and family coming in and Easter and just like everybody else. I'm busy, busy. All right, so here is my bow. Oh, so pretty. This is a little long. You could probably give it a trim. But I liked making this sparkly like the ribbon too, so that they kind of marry together. Okay, so that's the fourth project, and you can imagine where the gems would go. It would be like 1, 2, 3. It's so sweet. And that was card 3. and card 2 and card 1. So I did it absolutely backwards to how I designed it. All right. So again, free with the 75, and that's the packet for me. And then if you add on the $5 guy, I'll send that. You'll have the card kit to go with them. All right, so the new ink pads. Here are the new ink pads, and they are going to only be available in the 5 in colors for the first year. Currently, Peaceful Pine is not available, and that's I checked yesterday. They had a problem with the sticker machine, and they are working it out. They're a little bit more expensive. They're $14 an ink pad. They're magnetic, so they stick to each other. So they stack really nice, and they open like a champ. When you do open them, they stick to themselves. So if you have a bunch of colors on the table, it's best if you stick them this way. A few people said that you can stack them, but I like them open like this on the table. The material itself, dreamy to stamp with photopolymer, and my team was here on Sunday for our team meeting, and they got to stamp with the pads, and they're loving them too. If you buy them separately, they're $14 a piece. If you buy them all together, they're $63, and you save $7. So that's the look at the new ink pads. And like I said, I don't have the black one yet. I heard there's issues with opening because it has a suction mechanism, but then I have another friend that said if you open it like it's on a hinge, it's not a big deal. So we'll see. I'll try it and I'll report back. Okay, so one more thing, I guess. Let's grab that paper, Brush with Beauty. The mind is a terrible thing to lose. I forgot the name of it, but it's the first time I'm playing with it. So these were just extra pieces that I stamped earlier. And here's the front and the back. Isn't that pretty? Like the etched paint, and then these blossoms on dimensionals. And there's the back. Oh, look at those together. I can almost see guy cards with that, even though it's, paint. And then the stripes, which we used on this card. So, I mean, it's not as overwhelming when you're looking at it. You just use a little sliver anyway. And then this is in the Darling Duckling, which is why I grabbed it when I was watercoloring the duck beak, so it would marry back to the color in his beak. And that's the back. Oh, I didn't show you the back of that one. Petal pink, beautiful brush strokes, and then pretty floral. These I could see fussy cutting, but I like to fussy cut. So sorry if that's a bad word for some of you. And then Mossy Meadow, so you could put those together really easy and have cards for days. Just one pack. So if you're wondering what colors are in there, we'll take a look at the back here. Calypso Coral, Darling Duckling, Early Espresso, Lost Lagoon, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Petal Pink, Secret Sea, Fairy Vanilla. Now, I see a color in here that is the new in color. So it's not listed, probably because it came out before this offering. But hang on one sec, and I will show you. This is the brand new Blush Blossom Pink, which is like the girliest, prettiest, lightest pink you can imagine. I'm just trying to get it's hard to see. You know what? The camera almost makes it look white, but it is beautiful, and it is the pink that is in this flower. So I'm going to point that at. It is a dead match. So if you're using this, the new, let's see, Barely Blush is the color that's in here that they didn't list. Oh, yes, it could be. It could be military cards for sure. And we do a lot of those here, as you guys know. Yeah, that'd be a great camo. And we have that military set that just came out in March. So lots to shop for. There's lots that's available now. There's also good things coming. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for your support. And Leah, thanks for joining me. Like, what are you? It has to be at least 18 years. I think I knew you when I was a new demo. So that's pretty cool that we've been friends that long. Thanks for helping me along the journey, and I love you guys dearly, and I will talk to you soon because in 55 minutes I have to be ready with a clean table for Stamp Club week. I'm so excited to see everybody though. So have a great week, and Tracy, your Stamp Club package is on its way early. I don't usually mail it until after we're done with club, but Maria was here and I was here and it was ready, so we shipped it. So anyway, have a great day, guys. Love you lots.